Here's a junkyard.
If you turn around. No, if you keep going straight, you'll run into one.
I can't go straight. Can I go down
Okay.
here?
Well, turn around.
Whoop.
There you go.
Okay, but back on the billboards.
Then curve to the right.
This was one of EA's first forays into monetization of their games. And it was basically...
just go straight, and then at the end of the road, you're going to take a right.
Okay,
and then an immediate left.
I'm going to take a right, then an immediate left?
Yeah.
Okay. The way they monetized it was adding the billboards to the game. And they were like actual advertisements. And they aren't invasive, because this is a place...
This is your right? Yep.
Yeah.
And then your immediate left.
This is a place, this is a city. It's going to have billboards. So you can put actual advertisements on there.
Yeah.
And it makes sense in the context of the game. Like, it doesn't take you out of it. It's not immersion breaking.
Yeah.
There's some games that will have,
Need for Speed Underground 2 did that.
Yeah.
With, like, Burger King, Best Buy, and all those.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's, in, like, your phone, in Most Wanted was, like, singular.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Gosh. Sign of the times, man.
Yeah, dude. And I love how that stuff dates it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it gives you nostalgia and it lets you know, like, when it was made. And it's like, oh, dude, this was around? Mm-hmm. Like, that stuff's... Oh, God, this car is gorgeous, even though it's damaged. I'm going to go fix it. Also, Hyperion is a dope name. Anyway, so the way of them monetizing it like that, in a way that works diegetically, like, in-universe, like, it doesn't take you out of the game. And it fits in the universe. It's not stopping your gameplay to have you watch an ad, and it doesn't feel in bad taste. Like, there's some movies that have some product placement that's like, that was very forced.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's a part in Transformers 4 where a bunch of Bud Lights get spilled out somewhere, and it just focuses on the Bud Lights, and it's like, what? What was that about? And that was weird.
And then Mark Wahlberg, like pops the top off of one of them and drinks it right in front of him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. That was so weird. I forgot about that part. It went further.
Yeah, it was great.
But anyway, like, this is the way... I wish... I pined for a younger EA before it was just completely unscrupulous. Mm-hmm. Like, when it still had some standards that it was holding itself to. Maybe not holding itself to, but when it was ignorant. Yeah. But it didn't know how to rip you off very well. Yeah. But it not, and in my opinion, this monetization, the way of them getting like real world ads, actually adds to the game. I actually think it's cool to see stuff like that.
Yeah, I totally agree.
So it's like, hey guys, this actually improves the game. So like, go to some advertisers and say, hey, you want to advertise in the game? It'll make it look cool. Like. That's a form of monetization that I actually would want to see, and it's at no cost to me. Yeah. And the game isn't interfered with. Now, you look at stuff like, okay, so here's a modern comparison. Street Fighter V added these costumes. They're these sponsored costumes that you can wear, and everyone gets the costume for free. And at that point, I'm like, okay, fine. It looks really, really crass. It looks like it doesn't fit. Ryu being a hobo kung fu man wearing... sponsors on his hobo clothes looks wrong and out of place. But, I was never against games like Call of Duty having crazy clown costumes and gingerbread man skins. Yeah. Like, I was like, man, whatever. It's a crazy multiplayer game. This ain't the single player. This ain't the story.
Right.
But what really ticks me off about the Street Fighter V one is that you earn more fight money if you wear those. So now they're incentivizing you to work for them. And they'll pay you in fake.
Oh, hey, turn around. On your left, there's going to be a parking lot.
Okay.
The van. Drive up next to the van. No, it would be in front of you.
Oh.
Right next to the van.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, those vans used to be Gillette vans. If I'm not.
Huh.
Maybe I'm thinking of.
Yeah, they had to strip out some of the advertisements for this one because, like, the contract expired.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's real, but that is a highly modern looking ad that was definitely not there in the original game.
Yeah.
So they were Gillette vans. Yeah, well, I remember Need for Speed had Gillette vans too.
Oh yeah. The Gillette Fusion vans were definitely. Yep, I just found a picture of them online.
And I was never bothered by that. But then a big controversy happened. Do you remember this? Do you remember the controversy that happened with the Burnout Paradise billboards?
Maybe.
Obama ran campaign ads.
Did he really?
In Burnout Paradise.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, and it was controversial because people were like, we don't want games to be political. But I was like, but you're gonna see a political ad just out there wherever, no matter what. Like,
yeah.
You don't have to like him or want to vote for Obama, or you're not. Someone might not be convinced by that. Like, just be like, oh look, it's a political ad.
I mean,
so I can get people being annoyed by it.
Yeah.
But I thought it was secretly. I thought it was really cool. And I was like, yo, Obama advertising in video games.
But, like, I mean...
This dude is woke.
Honestly, though, and if you're listening, I want you to think...
Obama, if you're listening.
No. So if you're listening to this, I want you to think how many times, right up before Tim mentioned anything about the billboards, how many billboards did you look at as you're whizzing by?
Oh yeah. And it's set dressing.
Yeah, like, why are you gonna get so bent out of shape about something you're not even spending a half a second looking at unless you're specifically looking for it?
Yeah, but like, I'm gonna get annoyed by this.
They did a really good job because they
oh yes, baby! I didn't know it was gonna make that color, but I am so more on board with this now.
They subtly draw your eyes to the billboards because they're making you look for the red.
For the red
Burnout billboards.
Yeah, the ones that you're supposed to smash through.
And so your eyes are constantly like glancing at them because you want to make sure that you're not going to miss any of the collectible ones. So.
Well, it also I can't stress enough. It's like it's in the context.
Yeah, I mean it's
the game itself. It's not getting in the way. There's okay. So there was a way that I thought this was kind of cool in Infinite Warfare, where there were some there's a Neversoft camo you can unlock, and it's like Neversoft was defunct. Yeah. But there were people that used to work at Neversoft working on Infinite Warfare, and I was like, that's cool.
Yeah.
There was old Raven software, like there were Singularity calling cards you could find.
Jeez.
And I was like, that was a failed game that Raven believed in, and it failed. And it's like, but I'm glad it's in there, and it kind of works as an ad.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not bothered by it because it's optional and it's not stuffed in your face. Like, I don't like it when ads are just, stuffed in your face, like, with like a mobile game or whatever.
Yeah. Oh like, gosh, mobile game advertisements are the worst. I mean, like, there are multiple YouTube videos about like how malicious.
Oh yeah, how manipulative it gets.
The mobile advertisers are, because they're like, yeah, we want you to fill your video with a 5-minute advertisement that includes gameplay of our application.
Yeah. It's so creepy. But this, I guess
that was a whole nother tangent.
Yeah, but like, game monetization is such a thing that's always wearing on me. It's like, it's always a thing that it can ruin games for me. Like, it's the reason I'm like, all the momentum, all the steam I had going into being excited for Devil May Cry 5. Devil May Cry 3 being, I think, one of the best video games ever made. And like, I love that franchise.
Yeah.
And I just don't want to play the 5th one. And I do want to play the 5th one in a way, but every time I think about it, I'm thinking, every time I die, it's going to ask me to buy a yellow orb just to revive right here. And it's like, that's so just gross to me. And it's like, I don't want to be a part of that. And I think, why did you not put those in Resident Evil Remake 2? Like the R2 remake. There's no microtransactions. Both made by Capcom. It's like, you're going to die in RE2. Why did you guys not do it there? And I'm like, why are you only exploiting some of your customers? I mean, like, be consistent if you're going to exploit them.
It also goes back to, and you and I have had this conversation a while back, but like with Shadow of War, like when, but I mean, it's the same principle. It's like,
it's not pay to win.
Well, I mean, if you're paying for a yellow orb, you're paying for another retry. So
but people say, well, it's not multiplayer, so it's fine.
Oh,
I'm like, but you don't know that.
You're getting your customers to pay money to not use your service.
Yeah.
Or to not use
to not play the
service.
game.
Yeah,
to not use your product.
It's not a service, it's a game.
If you put money into Shadow of War, you now have less gameplay.
Yeah.
Because there's less of a grind. But it's like, first of all, I never took Shadow of Mordor as a grindy game.
Yeah.
Like, it was an action game. Why is its sequel a grind now? And when people like talked about, the grind in Devil May Cry, and I'm like, there's never been a Devil May Cry grind. You're lying.
Yeah.
You're lying because you want to still be excited about this, and I understand that, but you don't actually believe that. And then, okay, so, and these were my opinions before the game came out. Now that the game came out, everyone's like, the game is perfect. They're like, there is absolutely nothing that pushes you towards buying any of the, buying any red orbs, buying any yellow orbs. Like, you aren't being pushed towards that. The option is just there. And I'm like, okay, cool. Why is the option there?
Yeah.
I'm not saying, like, I didn't know that I would arrive at this thing where I was like, well, it didn't actually affect the game, because it did affect Shadow of War. It made it bad. Like, they made the game grindy. They had to fix it later when they took the monetization out.
And then it was fine.
Yeah, and everyone's saying this is just as perfectly paced as 3 and 4 was. You're gonna have to play the campaign twice to unlock all of the moves, but you don't need all the moves to beat the campaign. You're not gonna feel like you can't move forward because you don't have the right moves at any point. And I'm like, okay, good. Why is it in there?
Yeah.
Why is the option to buy it? And they're like, the developers, what they say, which Matt Walker, I think you're an inspiration. Hideaki Itsuno, you're an absolute genius, one of the greatest who's ever lived. Your guys' words was you just wanted to give people an option. If you just wanted to give us an option, why does it cost money? That doesn't answer the question. If you wanted to give someone the option to play easy mode, to play a mode where you have unlimited lives and you can just revive wherever you are, the Wonderful 101 had that. And then it is just an option, and you can say, only the OGs, only the real hardcore, is never going to use that stuff.
You truly haven't beaten the game until you've beaten it on X difficulty.
It's like, man, you want to try a no Estus flask run of Dark Souls, like an absolute mad lad.
Yeah.
You're gonna get street cred on that. You're gonna get street cred playing any Devil May Cry game by never buying any health orbs.
Yeah.
Like getting full S ranks, and not S rank, going back to a specific mission, trying to get the S rank. I'm talking about that whole playthrough. You're getting S ranks from start to finish without stopping. Like, you're a beast at that point, and that's still there in Devil May Cry 5. But the easy mode should not be monetized. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It's like, so that isn't the actual reason you're doing it. The actual reason you're doing it is because you want to make money off of selling an inferior experience. Meaning, you just want to make money. You're actually not 100% concerned with making a superior experience.
Right.
Even if Devil May Cry 5 is the best action game ever made and the best video game ever made, which there's people saying it is, people who are extremely choosy about what they call that. They're saying, nah man, it's never been better. We are now at the new peak. Even if that's the case, and if you made that, even if you're the best ever, and you made the best game ever, it's not squeaky clean. You don't get to have all of your integrity because you added this stuff into there. Anyway, that's kind of a rant. It's not relevant, but there's no microtransactions in
did the easy mode.
Oh, it was the friends we made along the way.
So they don't get the final true ending.
Yeah, exactly.
Like by their own philosophy of the previous games.
So here with Cuphead's in the news again, coming to the Switch. Studio MDHR, those guys, more integrity than you, Itsuno. Those guys are more hardcore than you are, because those developers are like, you can't see the ending unless you beat the game on the normal difficulty. You want to play easy? We'll let you see all the bosses. We won't let you see all the phases of the bosses, and you don't get to see the real ending.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you're gating it off, and it's like, yeah, we are.
Yeah,
you got to be good enough. You
requires skill.
Yeah, you have to earn this ending. This ending means something if you have to earn it, and not everyone gets to see the ending.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. Even if you can go look it up on YouTube, it's like, yeah, you didn't earn it.
Yep.
You didn't earn that ending.
Yep.
And the feeling you get from earning that stuff is like, ooh, like when you finally beat that boss gauntlet at the end of a Mega Man game. It's like, I did it.
Yeah.
I was good enough.